That's still going on.
Back on your Instagram tab, did it like do anything? Okay, you gotta click go live. Want me to see if it would give me some sort of notification.
Well, but this is delayed. This is.
Right.
Hey, how you going, folks? Hey, listen, I'm just trying out this new program to see if it'll stream over to a bunch of folks. So, like, you're my test audience. So yeah. So hello. How you all going? Got any questions? Anything you want to ask? Or you sit here and have a chat? Can't see anything actually. Hi. Someone said hi. Hi, Oshin. Hi, Roy. Frew.
So can you go back to your stream tab and see if the chat comes through on there?
It doesn't seem to be there.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Anyone got any questions about it? Anyone talk? Anyone want to have a chat? Got a cup of tea? Got a little bit of a question? No? Hope days are going well. Our days are going good. We've just been sitting here learning this new technology stuff. Hey, Pam. Hey, Jen and Juice 9. How's everyone going? Any questions about life, writing books, writing poetry, trauma recovery? I'm going to sit here for 5 minutes and talk to you, mob. If you don't say anything, I'm going to bugger off and go home.
Are you also going to YouTube?
Jen and Juice, hello. No, I didn't turn YouTube on.
Okay.
How you going, Jen? What are you doing? Where are you based? This is my wife. She's sitting here. Tech support. Tammy Cobison. Tammy Cobiston. Well, excuse me, I'm Australian, love. It's like we're flat out talking English, let alone what's going on. So where are you based, Jen? What are you doing? We're just sitting here talking. Well, testing some software. We're testing Restreamio because I want to be able to, okay, how do you find it helpful to write about do you find it helpful? I find it very helpful. So I've written a book. You might know that. Paramedic, great. I got something for you, Jen. You might want to look at. It's called the Phoenix Collective. Probably seen it on my feed. We took, 15 years of trauma recovery and $300,000 worth and shoved it into a 12-month thing. So I think journaling is very important. Something I started doing just lately is journaling before I go to bed. And I journal what I want my dreams to be. And what that does is neurologically prepare me to go to sleep because I used to have really bad nightmares with all the childhood stuff. So I'm starting to be intentional about my dreaming. And that's really changed things. Cousin was a paramedic out in California. Drove him to drink. He was an alcoholic for probably 20 years after that. Terrible, some of the stuff he saw. So, peace out, sister. Well done. So I journal most mornings. I have a coffee, cigar, and do my Bible time. Coffee, cigars, and Christ, the 3 C's of my life. So I started that way. But yeah, that's a great question. So yeah, the short answer is journaling is very good. I think it helps you process things. But you've got to remember when you're writing things down, you're actually reinforcing things. So make it a positive exercise, not a glossing over exercise, but try and do some deep work with it. Yeah, I know. Melissa can probably speak to that. A lot of nightmares for a lot of years. There's some stuff we use. What we use magnesium. She uses a magnesium spray.
And manganese.
Manganese. So we use that. That's helped with dreams a lot. THC isn't good. I don't think THC is good for anyone with PTSD. alcohol's not good. It stops. The reason we drink is because we want to calm our parasympathetic, but it actually doesn't help us in that way too much at all. The magnesium, Mel's got a spray, and I put it on my feet before I go to sleep.
Oh, yeah, magnesium.
A magnesium spray. That's been phenomenally helpful. Like it's on Amazon for like, $9 or something. There's a couple of good ones. You've got to make sure. And if you contact Melissa, you can see her tag there, Mel Ryan _King. If you contact her, we'll actually give you just the name of whatever we use. Because we found it's a really good one. There's a couple of weird ones out there.
Yes. Except we love to drink.
Oh yeah, I know. You do. I do too, but it's not good for me, love. You know what I mean? Um, it's what you're doing when you're drinking is you're actually wanting to calm down your parasympathetic. The problem with doing that is it interferes with your HRV and stops you getting into deep sleep. You think you're getting into deep sleep, but you're actually not getting into deep sleep. So that interferes with your deep sleep and your REM cycles. So you actually stay tired all night. You stay a little bit pissed, hungover. You wake up halfway through, depending on how much, and end up having a pee or go to the bathroom, throw up, or whatever that is. Whatever we do there, it calms the parasympathetic. Um, Mindfulness exercise is good. Do you know what I just found lately is listening to an audio book? I'm listening to one on Charles Dickens, and I can't work out whether it's just boring that I fall asleep, or not. I don't think so. I think it's the guy's voice is really soothing. There's a gadget we use called Brain Tap, which has been pretty phenomenal. It sort of trains your brain. It puts it into a meditative state without you doing meditation. So that's actually really groovy. Um, so I know the fellow who runs that company. I think I got a discount link. I don't know, man. I'm really not. We're not good at that stuff. Here you going, Christ Burns or Christ Burns. There you go, mate. SAS Kids 06. G'day. Here you go. M Morris 263. Stubby. I like that name, Stubby. Yeah, try that. Try the dream journaling, Jen. I think that's really good. And so on Audible, I don't know what platform to use, but what you do is you can choose 5, 10, or 15 minutes for like or read to the end of the chapter. So I just put that on and it just talks, it sits there, talk to me. You end up getting weird dream. I'm dreaming weird stuff about Charles Dickens at the moment, which is pretty harmless. Charlie couldn't get up to much in the 1800s, could he? But it just sort of sits there and does that. So that's good. The other thing too, Jen, because you're on the go all day, don't have you got to turn the blue screens off, love. Don't have it in the TV. It's no good for you. It's no good for your love life. It's no good for the blue lights as well. Try and make your bedroom as dark as possible, and got to try and get the temperature down to about 65 degrees. We do a whole sort of series of things in our Phoenix Collective on biohacking trauma. And so you've got to try and stay off the blue screen. So if you're going to go to bed around 10, you got to cut it off by about 8. And I go to bed and I start to read. And because I'm reading, it slows everything down. And so that's really good. How you going? Plane cut. Hey, listen, folks, what we're doing is we're trying out this new streaming software. So I'm just sitting here like with my missus. Here's missus. You can see her. She looks better than that because like she's got light behind her. Can't really see how gorgeous you are. So we're just sitting here. So if you got anything you want to talk about, like writing books, Mel's an artist, you want to talk about anything with trauma recovery, or just, I don't know how the World Cup's game's going. I don't really like follow that stuff. Apparently it's good. Apparently, hopefully Americans are winning. Australia wasn't last time I had a look. So yeah, anyone got any questions? We're going to stay for about another 5 minutes, then we'll probably bugger off. But it's been nice to have you in my beer because we're just testing this thing out, and it's nice if someone turned up to have a look. Bit of a spontaneous little time. All right, well, if you don't have anything else, then I'll bugger off. So, if any of you are interested in trauma stuff, have a look at phoenixcollective.app. Phoenixcollective.app.
Yes.
you have a look at that, then that's what some of the stuff we do in the trauma recovery space. Have a look at the website, drjohnaking.com. I'll put that in here. You can see a bunch of stuff that we do there. All right. No one got any questions? Hopefully you're not all driving around like watching Instagram Live or sitting on the dunny or something like that.
They don't know what the dunny is.
They don't know what the dunny is, apparently. Well, that's like the loo, the bog,
The toilet.
the drop chute, the bucket of splash,
Stop.
the blue, the blue smudge. The wife's tapping me out over here. G'day, Duke of O Sun. Carmoni 44. Hello. All right. We're going to go. We're going to keep talking to these people.
We're going.
All right, we're going. You lot. Cheerio. Now, listen, if you want to come to a free trauma workshop, check out Dr. John A. King and click on the Phoenix Collective tab and just join. And so, yeah. Yeah, we hold them once every 6 weeks. And we do stuff like how to improve your sleep, cognitive function, a whole range of stuff. And you get a chance to ask questions. All right. If you're not talking to me, I'm sick of talking to myself. Cheerio. How do I end this thing?